Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Brother Marines, Brother Marines, Brother Mara. It is the day where we, of which would be you and I, have returned. It is this day, Tuesday, the day of which that here we are again. There's a good chance that today is going to be like a double dip. There's a very good chance that today is going to be, we'll do a short stream now. We'll have like a break in the middle, and then we'll do another stream later. Very good chances of it. I have the time. I have the power. It's still the same day for you. Hey, Pezza. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. If people don't know, let me give the shout out to Pezza here. Pezza, brilliant Command and Conquer player. That's kind of where I know him from. I know him from SRC. And I was kind of chasing his dreams. I was like, oh wow, there's that level that I used to play on the N64 as a kid. I can do it too. Right? And, brilliant, he's a cool guy, I've checked out his channel, too. Go check out Pezza, by the way. You know, go check out Pezza's channel. You see him super cool, super chill. So if you like the Command and Conquer stuff on here, haven't done that for a while, well, it's never not time to dust off the saddle, right? I'm taking a bit of a break from some speed running. I have taken my hat, not literally, my figurative hat, and I've hung it up for now. I've taken off my Matt Smith Doctor Who tie. And I'm backing out. I'm backing out of point and click adventure speedruns for a bit. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe there'll be a triumphant return. Who knows? But every man's got to know his limits. And there's nothing wrong with tapping out. Tap out before you get that arm broken, right? So, brilliant. So what time must it be over there? It's gotta be like 6:30. Still reeling from that guy claiming people got arrested for thought crimes in the UK. It was a wild stream last night. That was a wild stream. That is not the typical content that I make on the channel. I don't know if, when, or why I would do that kind of content again. It's just something that at the time I felt I needed to do and to talk about. It might have been more for my own good. Might as well be claiming you have green blood. You Vulcan. You Vulcan bastard. You green-blooded Vulcan Spock. Don't you have a heart? I have a heart, Doctor. But despite your romanticized imagery, my heart only does cardiac functions. Damn it, Spock! You know that you have a human heart, too. And half Vulcan. So today, what I'm going to want to be working on, at least in this stream, later on, I don't know what I'm doing later on. Are we doing The Wheel? Are we doing Helldivers? Are we playing Oblivion? Are we just sitting there going, this is nice? Well, we'll see. I mean, que sera, sera. We don't know what's in the future, but never forget the past. So, my plan for right now is I'm wanting to dive into this new Final Fantasy set of Magic cards. So I'm going to put myself over into the corner. I'm in the corner now. Wow. Slathe, go back to your corner. Slathe, don't try and do something new. Go back to your corner. So, okay, looks like we got an update here. There wasn't an update on Steam, and the timer, when I went to bed last night, I think that this is roughly lining up with, I think, how many hours were left on the timer. So, what is this, season things? Did I get all my season? Here we go, 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 here we go. All right, I need some like hype train in the chat. Right now it's just a handful of people right now. But if we can get some hype in the train, that doesn't in the chat. All right, chat. Listen up. We're gonna be diving into this. I made sure to have some gold in the game so I could get some extra packs. So let's start this. We're gonna start off. We're gonna get 3 right now. Not into Magic the Gathering, but into Final Fantasy. That's cool. Hey, isn't that the guy from? Okay, this is gonna be like totally on me because when I was a kid on the Super Nintendo, there was Final Fantasy 2 and Final Fantasy 3, which turned out to be Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 6. So I don't know. Isn't that like the bad guy that's after the crystals in Final Fantasy 4? And you like beat him up, and then he kind of turns into like a hand that's crawling on the ground, and he grabs the crystal, and he's working for like X Death or something like that. Isn't that him? It's gotta be him. Well, we get it. Okay, we can get a pack here. What's this? Final Fantasy, let's go! What's this? Take these 3 packs. Okay. Let's go. And so I've got enough to get some more packs here, so let's open this up. Let's get packs. And then these are in standard? Really? Mythic packs. 3 packs. Well, at least... Wait, 6 packs. Well, that's convenient. I don't... It bugs me that there's not, like... And there's 0 discount on buying them in, like, a bunch of them. Until you get to this. Because the discount is you get one extra card. And then there's this one where you get 2 extra cards. Wow. Okay. But let's get our 6 packs here. So that should fill up the rest of this standard thing. Or for the golden pack. Let's do it. Boom. Boom. Okay. Is there going to be like a new Final Fantasy deck? No. Okay. Well, we'll leave this one. Because there's a good chance that this is going to have some of these new cards in it. Okay, I'm interested. Let's see. Let's open up our first one here. Let's see what we got. Cloud of Darkness. See, I was watching the Tolarian Community College, and I think I saw this get played, and somebody made this joke. It's like, you know Cloud, right? This is the other Cloud, they said. When Cloud of Darkness enters, target creature an opponent controls gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. A 3/3 flying for 5... with that ability? Okay. Rydia's Return. Wait, isn't Rydia's the summoner from Final Fantasy IV, right? So now I'm just gonna be, like, just talking about all these, like, wow, I have all the Suplex! 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 And it's going for the Ghost Train! Suplex the Ghost Train! Okay. I feel like we need to suplex a Ghost Train. I feel like we have to suplex a Ghost Train. Because there he is. There's Sabin right there about to suplex a fucking train. A Ghost Train. Oh, that's neat. There's Kefka and then Light of Judgment. I'm pretty sure that's his, like, attack in the game, right? Light of Judgment deals 6 damage to target creature. Destroy up to 1 equipment attached to that creature. Okay. The fuck is this? Whenever another creature you control enters, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I don't like this thing. I don't like this. I don't like this. And this for this with this. I guess it's a rabbit as well. So it'll probably combo well into a rabbit deck. Probably. Like, I'm not grasping it because I tried doing rabbits and it didn't work. Grand Pulse Ochu. Death Touch. Wait a minute, wait a minute. It's a 1/1 with Death Touch for 1. Already we're off to a good start. Then for 8! For 8! Until end of turn, this creature gets +1/+1 for each permanent card in your graveyard. Okay. And then what do we have here? Town. Starting town. Well, we got a couple towns. We're 2 towns in. This land enters tapped unless it's your first, second, or third turn of the game. Add colorless. Pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color. Boo! I don't know if I can really say that that's that good. I'm sure someone would disagree with me and say it's fucking amazing. It's final fucking amazing. Okay, that didn't seem like the best of polls there. Let's just, hold on, let me just check something here. You know what's weird? Curry, you just commented in the chat, but YouTube's telling me there's 0 people, and Streamlabs is telling me there's 0 people. I don't get what's up with this. I don't get it. Okay, we'll do another one. Okay, we got a mythic rare. Let's see what we have here. Judge Magister Gabranth. I have no idea who this guy is. I have no idea. He's a 2/2, 4/2 with menace. Being white-black, being a 2/2 for 2 is pretty reasonable. Whenever another creature or artifact you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Judge Magister Gabranth. Okay, so he's got kind of like... He's got like one of the vampire kind of abilities. Okay, yeah, and being white-black, it fits into that kind of vampire theme and color coding. What the fuck is that? Is that a furry? But it's got like a human face. What the fuck is that? That's a furry. And with a gun? When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token, then attach this to it. So wait. How is... Isn't that just the exact same thing as, like, the rebel ability, but now it's making a colorless hero? Instead of it making a rebel, like a red rebel creature, this is making a 1/1 colorless hero creature. Which happens to be a furry. And I don't even know what to call this. Because it's got ears. I don't like it. Equipped creature gets +1/+0, has whenever this creature attacks, untap target attacking creature. And is a cleric in addition to its other types. Okay, that's kind of neat, because some of the Final Fantasies, you're able to... When you get the cast of characters, but then you can choose a class for them, and then they're able to learn different skills and have different abilities and equip different items and weapons and things like that. Not all of them. Some of them, the characters, it's kind of hard baked into what into the character. You can't like redesign them. But some of the games you can. Okay. Alright. What's this? White Mage's Staff. Okay, it's got job select. Hero. So is the hero... Wait, how come this hero looks different than the other one? How many different hero tokens are going to be in this? Is there going to be a hero token from each color? Because it's not for each color. They're all colorless. Is this the white version and that this is the blue version? He's got blue hair on his furry thing. And this guy's wearing, like, beige khaki earth tones like he's coming right out of Star Trek Insurrection. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has whenever this creature attacks, you gain 1 life, and is a cleric in addition to its other types. Okay, so is job select... So far, all I'm seeing is it turns them into clerics. Cargo ship. Flying, vigilance, tap, add, colorless mana, Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell or activate an ability of an artifact source. Boo! Boo! This thing sucks, in my opinion. Blazing Bomb, a 1/1 for 1, red. Let me read the rest of it first before I make a judgment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. 4 mana in a red deck. It's kind of leaning downhill here. Blow Up. Sacrifice this creature, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. I feel like there's probably a good one. This is probably the shitty one. I'm gonna guess there's a card just like this, but there's the good one. Because this is underwhelming. It's a 1/1 for 1, so you're already getting what you're paying for. Charlayan, Nation of Scholars. Well, we're getting lots of towns. What's this? What's our mythic rare? It did Kefka's Laugh! Holy shit, are we making a Kefka deck? Kefka. Here's my first Final Fantasy villain. I mean, technically it would be Mystic Quest's, whoever the bad guy in Mystic Quest was. No one remembers or cares. Kefka is my original bad guy for a Final Fantasy game. And obviously you can see, when they made Final Fantasy VII, the game right after, you can tell what Sephiroth, or who Sephiroth, may have been somewhat kind of, you know, stepping on the toes of. Okay, let's take a look at this. Cool. A 4/5. A 4/5 for 5. When Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. I like this. I like it. For 8, I'm noticing that 8 seems to be a common choice for mana. Is mana going to be super accessible in this? Is it going to be, like, hyper accessible with the mana? Each opponent sacrifices a permanent of their choice. Transform Kefka, activate only as a sorcery. Okay, it's a transform ability. Flying 5/7. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. Wow. Wow. You know, I like this little color wheel here that tells you, like, even though this isn't this anymore, that here's its color combination and what it counts as. Okay. Kefka. Damn. Okay, we got 7 more packs to go. Let's look at this. Alright, okay, we got a rare and a mythic rare? I don't know what that means. We have a rare and a mythic rare. Does that mean that this set is going to be really bogged down with a high amount of rares and mythic rares and stuff like that? You're not alone. For 1, an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If you control 3 or more creatures, it gets +4/+4 until end of turn. For 1? Not bad. not bad. And I think that that's Final Fantasy 9. If I'm recognizing the characters here, this is Final Fantasy 9. I never played this one. I didn't like the art style to it, so I never played it. Thunder Mage. Tiered. Tiereds are for weirds. Thunder Magic. Red. Instant. Tiered. Oh, I saw this on Tolarian Community College. I've seen this one. Choose one mode and pay its additional cost. So, for an additional cost of nothing, 2 damage to target creature. For 1, yeah, that's like shock, right? So, sure, 2 damage to a creature for 1. Okay, for 4, it does 4 damage to target creature. For 7 in total, because you have to add that 6 there, deals 8 damage to target creature. I feel like it doesn't get that much better with the other versions. Like, if you get it late game, it'll be a little bit stronger. If you get it early game, it'll probably be around that Goldilocks zone of just right. But this card seems like it doesn't really... I would want to say, like... If you had 4 of these in your hand, I would just say, like, just cast all fucking 4 of them. Rather than... For the 0 extra cost. And you'll be doing 8 damage to target creature. Right? Like, 2 damage to target creature 4 times. Which is 8, by the way, if you didn't know. And it wouldn't cost you fucking 7 mana. We got another town here. Rabanaster? Rabanastre. Ice magic. Okay. Thunder. So that's like the lightning materia. With lightning 1, lightning 2, and lightning 3. Thunder, Thundara, and Thunder... Yeah, they did change it to Thundara and Thundaga and stuff like that. They changed it. And then they went back in, like, remakes or re-releases of the older games, and then changed Thunder 1, Thunder 2, Thunder 3 to Thunder, Thundara, and Thundaga in like, re-releases of the older games. But if you were to read these, if you, like, just get rid of how it says Thunder, Thundara, Thundaga for a second, and then just look at to the cost. This is Thunder 0, Thunder 3, and Thunder 5 fire symbol. It's fire. Ice magic, okay. Let's get back to this. Instant for 2, return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay. You know there's a similar card that does that for 1, right? Target creature's owner puts its... Wait. Blizzara. 2. Target creature's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. I don't know why I was struggling with that. Target creature's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. I think the way that, like, I'm wanting to read that would be target creature's owner puts it on top or bottom of their library. But then I guess that phrasing would probably leave it open to you decide if it's the top or the bottom. So it's, yeah, they're putting target creature's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. I just find that phrasing just really stumbling over that for some reason. Galoof's final act. Who the hell's Galoof? if people want to help me in the chat with some of this, because I've played Final Fantasy. Mystic Quest was my first one when I was a kid. Final Fantasy 3, which is Final Fantasy 6 on the in the range. Final Fantasy 2 on the Super Nintendo, which is really Final Fantasy 4, and then Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8. I played Blitzball. I played Dissidia, the demo. I remember, what was that game on the PlayStation 1? It was like Archies or something? Urkies? And it had all the Final Fantasy like characters in like this like top-down Smash Bros game. On the PlayStation, there was like a Smash Bros style game with Final Fantasy characters. Look it up. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains. When this creature dies, put a number of 1/1 counters equal to its power on top of one target creature. See, that's interesting, because you could have a creature that's like a 9/1. So it, if anything, like, blocks it with any sort of, you know, power, if it's got 1 power, then that 9/1 is gonna die when it's blocked. So then you make it, so then you play that on it, you make it a 10/1, and it dies. And then now you have this 1/1 creature here sitting next to it, right? I'm using kind of like this, like, basic minimums. I could say 0/1 would be the basic minimum, but fuck it. A 1/1 creature. And then now it's an 11/11 creature. Because it's getting 1/1 counters. It's not, because there's no such thing, like, or I don't know, maybe I might be wrong on this one. I mean, maybe there is such thing as this. I don't want to, like, you know, like, it's just, maybe it's, like, outdated and it's never really used anymore. But, like, a +1/+0 counter. A +0/+1 counter. It probably exists in the game. I don't want to say it's not a thing, but it's so uncommon that it's practically not a thing. Alright, let's do the rare first. I remember that guy! That's the guy from Final Fantasy IV. I keep wanting to say, like, it was Final Fantasy II when I was a kid. So, fuck it. Like, if I say the wrong number, there are people who would want to fucking shit down my throat. Don't clip that out of context. I remember this guy, because in this game, Cecil, I mean, who cares? And Kane are like these like buddy pair of soldiers. They're these dragoons, these Dark Knight dragoons, and they're going on missions and working for like the Empire. And yeah, I think like Kane, you have to like fight Kane at one point, and I think you like I think you kill him. I forget. I don't remember, because I was a kid. I was little. I might not even have been 10 when I played that game. I got stuck at the end. I remember I got stuck at the end when you get the space airship and you fly to the moon. I got all the way to the moon, and then I was like, I don't know what to do. I told somebody that recently. There was some guy streaming Final Fantasy, and I tuned in and watched it. And I was like, yeah, I got right up to this. I was like, these are the ones I played, and I got up to this game and I got stuck here. I didn't know what to do. Real shame I never finished that one. It was like, what? You were like 2 steps away from completing the game. Like, this guy is like trying to calculate how I could get so far into the game and go, I'm stuck. It's like playing Oblivion. And then like, it's like, Mehrunes Dagon is attacking! And then, like, walking up to the Temple of the One, and then just, like, saving. And going, I don't know what to do, Mehrunes Dagon's attacking. While you're, like, looking at the door. Right? Like, if you were to turn around, Martin would somehow already be there and would be like, get the fuck in there! Okay. Okay, alright. A 2/4 for 3, that's remarkably high. He's a legendary creature, though. So, like, the legendary creature cost probably pays for that. And, like, if you don't know how to play the game, that's fine. I can explain pretty much anything and everything. So, like, if there's anything here you're not understanding, just let me know. And if I'm not getting references on these cards, let me know. Let's make this an organic give-and-take magical stream. So a 2/4 is usually high for a black creature that costs 3. That would be a remarkably high creature. But considering it's legendary, you can only have one of them normally. Under normal circumstances, you can only have one of them in play at a time. Of a certain one. Like, you can only have one Kane in play at a time. On your side. Your opponent can also have a Kane. I think it didn't used to be that way. Because I think the way it used to be would be like, if I had a legendary and I put it out and you played the same guy, I would lose mine. He would, like, die because... I think that's how it worked back when. Jump. During your turn, Kane has flying. Okay, I get it. During your turn, he has flying. You know what? I'm just thinking that with the way Final Fantasy works, are we going to see a lot of, like, fight cards or target creature deals its power, deals damage equal to its power to target creature? Or are we going to see that ability, Provoke, I think it was called. And Provoke would let you... Normally you attack, and then your opponent blocks. They get to choose who they block with and how much they block with. But there's, like, Provoke, I think, which then means that all things have to block it. And then there's another one where you're able to, when this creature attacks, you can target one of their creatures and make it block you. During your turn, Kane has flying. Whenever Kane deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of Kane. If they do, you draw that many cards. Create that many tapped treasure tokens, then lose that much life? I am no longer excited about this guy. Could we have just gotten Deadpool instead of him? Bonus sheet. What the fuck is this? Why is it... It's like a full card... Or, like, full card art now? You can get that in the packs? That's... Okay. Weird. Okay, Elder Dragon. Alright, dragons aren't already overpowered as it is right now. Ancient Copper Dragon. Oh, I get it. I get it. It's a card that's like a reprint of an older card, but now it's renamed Dragon of Mount Gulg, but for game purposes, it's Ancient Copper Dragon. It's one of these cards. I get it. I understand what's going on here now. Let's take a look. For 6, a 6/5. For a red creature in general, I suppose we're off to a good start. Flying. Okay. And a dragon around the 5/5/6/6 mark with flying for 6 isn't uncommon. Well, this one's a mega rare, apparently. So, when this creature deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. Oh my fucking god. What? You create an... Oh, it's one of the Dungeons and Dragons. I should have caught that. Ancient Copper Dragon. So this is a reprint of one of the previous Universes Beyond cards, but now been renamed from its previous Universe Beyond's name, which was specifically referencing a thing from Dungeons and Dragons now, to pretending to be the thing from Dungeons and Dragons, but it's the thing from Final Fantasy. Okay. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. So it's Smog. Is it going to be played by Benedict Cinnamon Bun as well, like in the movie? Alright, we're going to unlock a rare card. Let's do another pack. Let's take a look at the... A Moogle! Okay, I'm going in on this. It's a fucking Moogle! Where's Moogs? Moogs! Moogs! Where's Moogs? Are you in the chat, Moogs? It's a Moogle! We were recently fighting for Planet Mog in Helldivers. Is Mog gonna be in this game? Mog's awesome. So fucking cute. So. Okay. Alright, I'm starting from this side now. For a 2-3 for what the fuck? What the fuck? With flying. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. With plane cycle. This card is way too expensive. Why does he cost 5? Why does this cost 5? That's way too much. This should cost not 3, but I guess you're supposed to plane cycle this and then maybe return it with something else. That's right, Graham, streaming early today. The work situation is still a bit shaky, but it was sounding like there could be some promising news in the future. So if I'm not working my normal job where I'm making a normal income to pay my normal bills and rent, here I am doing this abnormal thing during my abnormal day to try to abnormally raise abnormal money. That's right. I never ask anything from anyone, and I never expect anything from anyone. I'll never tell anyone you have to do anything. Except for maybe move if they're, like, blocking traffic. Does your job just not have regular hours? Well, I'm not wanting to make this too much about my personals and my work right now. But it's been, work has been bad in the field that I'm in. I've been working at this place for, what is it, over 16 or 17 years? I've been there for a while. And generally, it's pretty alright. I can make my ends meet and I can make my living and it's fine. I can have a nice, comfortable life and it's what it is. But around the time where I got sick with that chest flu, or that chest infection and the throat infection, and I sounded like Optimus Prime. So, like, what was that? February? It's like January, February, March, somewhere around there. And then when I came back, work was suddenly really shaky. It's like, oh shit, I leave for a bit and everything falls apart. Okay. Let's go on. Oh, it's, Titus? It's Combat Kefka. Oh, I'm sure people are gonna hate me for calling Titus, or calling Titus. And especially for calling him Combat Kefka. I'm gonna take some heat from some avid Final Fantasy X fans on calling him fucking Combat Kefka. What is this? What is this? I don't know what... Oh, no! These are a problem. These definitely need to be removed from Final Fantasy. And people are going to be like, why? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Say it. Say it, bitch. That's what it's going to be like. They are adult beings that look like children, and they're called Lalafels, which is very similar to the term lolly, which is a fetish in amongst anime people. It needs to go. It needs to go. It had no place here in the fucking first place. It needs to go. Like, forever. Nintendo at least has the balls to freak out when people find out about their weird sex pervert Pokemon stories with Octilleries. They know to fucking dial it back and to get rid of the Octilleries being banged in the fucking river. Final Fantasy, I don't know if they like is Squaresoft sitting there pretty much being like, yes, make them look younger. Type the full version of the word lolly into Google and you get presented with very scary message. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Graham. This stream is now probably going to get a disclaimer and like you have to be 18 plus to watch. Show us your ID in the future now. Just because that like for 1 white and 1 blue, an instant. This spell can't be countered. Counter target non-creature spell. Alright. Eden, Seat of Sanctum. Add a thingy mana. For 5, tap. Mill 2 cards. Then you may sacrifice this land. Then you may when you do, return another target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. I get it. It's for one of those, like, I'm gonna dump stuff off of my deck until I find the card. And then get that card, and then, like, when I get it, that's my win condition, sort of thing. I just don't like the strategy. I don't like dumping my cards. Because then it opens you up to... if they're doing mill as well, I mean, maybe you're gonna get what you need, but now you're like, assisting your opponent. Like cards when you have to pay life or damage yourself, I rarely ever will use those, because it's doing your opponent's job for them. Can you summon Pot of Greed? I don't know, we'll see. Chocobo Kick. I've only seen a few of the cards in this set, because I was watching Tolarian Community College. And they were doing like a... I don't know what it's called, a release or... deck game thing. They played, damn it. Okay, sorcery, kicker. Return a land you control to its owner's hand. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. Okay, so as I was saying a little bit ago, they're gonna make fight cards. If this spell was kicked, the creature you control deals twice that much damage instead, so it's a critical hit. So it's a critical. So it's a critical, right? Okay. Common wild card. What are we looking at here? Okay. Giot. King of the Dwarves. Final Fantasy. He looks familiar. Oh, and it says which game they're on the right of the card right there. Reading the card explains the card, I suppose. He's right. He's right. We will fight along with you for the planet our home. Oh yeah, because the planet's like that's why you go to the moon, right? A 1/1 double strike for 2, white red. Whenever Gyat or another dwarf you control enters, and whenever an equipment you control enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. I might want to put this guy into my my commander deck. Right? Put him in that equipment commander deck. He's got the color coding. He's got an ability that you know works with equipment. All right. Final Fantasy 3, so like the original Final Fantasy 3, which I never played that one. I don't even know which one that is. I have no idea which one that is. Black spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile it, you gain 2 life. This is already starting off pretty good. For 4, it's a bit expensive. Although it's got that to the second ability. For 6, tap, put a target creature card exiled with the Darkness of Crystal into the battlefield tapped under your control with 2 additional 1/1 count. Wow! That's pretty good. I really, really like this card. I really, really like this card. I don't think I would want to use it, but it's really cool. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, fuck me. Guadosalam? Guado Salam? Is it Gao? No, it wouldn't be. If it was Gao, it would be AU, right? Then it could be Guado Salam. Sure. Hey, a dwarf. They're also adorable. The dwarves. They have like the Pringles guy mustache. When this hero dies, or when this creature dies, wow, you just projected onto him that he's a hero, Slathe. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. Oh wait, and there's another hero token right there. Wait, are the dwarf? Wait. Why does it have bunny ears? I don't remember. Okay. Instant ramen? It's not about finding the single best ingredient. It's about crafting that perfect blend of meat, egg, and shrimp. That harmony of flavors is key. Is this a joke? Instant ramen? Okay. For 2, artifact food with flash. When this artifact enters, draw a card. For 2, tap it. Sacrifice this artifact. You gain 3 life. Coeurl. Coeurl. Let's try this again. Coeurl. Coeurl. Anyone want to take a shot at that one? That's, brutal. The Prima Vista. When you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast, the Prima Vista becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Prima Vista? Oh, it's saying Final Fantasy IX. Like, I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Wild Rose Rebellion. Final Fantasy II. So I guess I never played that one either. For 2 blue, instant, counter target spell. It counts as counter spell. You know what I feel is missing from this card? Anything that's blue on it other than the mana symbols. If you were, just based off of the card art, if you were to ask me what color card I think this is, I would think it was white, red, black. Let's take a look at this. There is very, very little blue on this card outside of the mana symbols. It's a cool looking card. That being said. Wait, this card is not legal in the following formats. Historic or traditional historic. Why not? Because it's not just a straight up counter spell? I don't get it. Why is that? You can't play that one. Fang. Fearless. Lychee. Lyciae? Like, whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. No, boo! Boo! Melds with Vanille Cheerful Sea. And turns into Ragnarok. Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, and Haste. Melding a pair of cards results in a single combined permanent. Copies can't be melded. But can melded be copied? Making copies of a melded creature, because it takes 2 cards to make a baby. And if you were to like make copies of this Ragnarok thing, that's like you're making a copy of this and a copy of this. And I know a way I could do it. I only have one way that I could. Genji Glove. Okay. Equipped creature has double strike. It costs 5. Whenever equipped creature attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap it. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Okay. I can see why that costs 5 with an equip of 3. So, okay, here's a question. What if you have 4 of these in play? Let's say, or 2 of them, whatever. If you have more than 1 of these in play, and more than 1 creature equipped with them, whenever equipped creature attacks, if it's the first combat phase, so let's set this during the first combat phase of the turn, untap it. So all of those creatures would untap. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. But if multiple triggers of that effect are happening, is it just one, no matter how many you have? Or would it, after that first one, and only after that first one, would it have equal to the amount of Genji gloves that you have equipped and attacking with? We're going down to Trino. Summon. We got our first summon. Ifrit. You know, that's kind of appropriate, because isn't usually, like, I want to say Ifrit is usually one of the first summons, or at least, like, I don't know, Final Fantasy VIII, he's like he's like a little mini training boss, and then you get him. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. Okay, so summon, GF, Ifrit. As the saga enters and after your draw step, add a lore counter. Sacrifice after 4. So, for 3, he's an enchantment creature. So he's okay, so when you play him, he's a 3/2 creature. And then he's timed. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it so far. That is making sense. Let me just check on YouTube here for a second. Interesting. So right now YouTube's saying 0, but Streamlabs is still saying 2. Always with getting the inconsistent, messages and bullshit from YouTube and Streamlabs. Watching that is fucking annoying. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Add red mana. Namazu, Traitor. When this creature enters, you lose 1 life and create a treasure token. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, survey at 1. Sacrifice this token to add 1 mana of any color. Kina, Q Gourmet. For 3, legendary, okay, 2/3. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus a 1/1 green frog creature token are created instead. For 2, sacrifice a frog. Put a 1/1 counter on Quina. Haste magic. Oh, but it's not got, like, haste, hastara, and hastaga? 2, okay, instant. Target creature gets +3/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it until your next end step. That's got a lot of abilities all at once. That's got a lot there. Gaius Van Baelsar. I have no idea who this guy is. For 4, legendary creature. When Gaius Van Baelsar enters... Oh, he's from Final Fantasy XIV? Okay. Choose each player sacrifices a creature token of their choice. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. Okay. So you have one so that way they can't just sacrifice a token, and then there's also one if all they have is tokens. Just to cover both sides of that. Each player sacrifices an enchantment of their choice. I like it. Cypher. Okay. I remember Cypher. 4 for a 3/4. Okay, we're red, so I think we're starting good. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains double strike until end of turn. Okay. Firecross. Whenever Cypher Almacy deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Okay, so you get to kind of recover if he hits, or combat damage to a player. But like by turn 4, 3/4, I don't know if it's really going to cut it, unless you have something to boost it or something. I don't know if that's gonna work. We've got all these. Balam T-Rexar. Okay, we're getting Final Fantasy VIII cards now. Trample. When this creature enters, you gain 3 life. A 6/6 for 6 costs with Trample. That's a standard classic sort of green right there, yeah. Red Mage's Rapier. Equipped for 2. Equipped creature has, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn, and is a wizard in addition to its other types. You're a wizard, Harry. Okay. Ether. For 4 mana, exile this artifact, add 1 blue mana. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the spell. Okay. Battle at Big Bridge. Final Fantasy V. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. It counts as Fatal Push. For 1 black, instant. Destroy target creature if it has a mana value 2 or less. Revolt. Destroy that creature if it has a mana value 4 or less instead, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn. Alright. Tifa's Limit Break. Interesting. For 1 green, tiered, Somersault, 0. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Meteor Strikes. For 2 more, double target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. Final Heaven. For 7. Triple target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. You don't often see triple. You don't often see double either. Unless it's double strike, so it's got a keyword with the word double in it. I guess you'd see that more often than double this, double that, boil and bubble this, and either way. I still don't know if that works. Okay, I got another Genji glove. What's this? Let's go. Ice Flan. For 6 elemental ooze, when this 5/4, when this creature enters, tap target enter. When this creature enters, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls. Put a stun counter on it. Island Cycle. Yeah. Okay. Grand Pulse Oak. Okay, we already got one of those. Gaily Cat. That just looks like it, what? It's got a heart on its tail? For 3, creature cat. Flying Vigilance. As long as you control 2 or more artifacts, this creature gets +2/+0. Clash of the Icons. Green. Choose one green mana. Choose 1 or more. Sorcery speed. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. Remove a lore counter from target saga you control. Put a lore counter on target saga you control. Okay, well that's interesting. Let me just make sure everything here is all good as well. Gathering magic. That's right. In a Final Fantasy style. That's right. See, we're saving Eris all over again in Magic the Gathering, featuring Final Fantasy characters. We're doing it. It's happening, Nitro. Welcome in. Vector, Imperial Capital. Wait, that's from Final Fantasy VI, right? If we allow the Empire to continue expanding its Magitech arsenal, history's greatest mistake will be repeated. Well, we got another summon. I don't know what recognize the name though. Weapons Vendor. For 4, Human Artificer. When this creature enters, draw a card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control an equipment, you may pay 1. When you do, attach target equipment you control to target creature you control. Okay, so it's a cheap way, it's a way of getting more expensive equipment onto people. Okay. Magic Damper. For 1 blue, target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. Untap it. Shambling Keith. It's Shambling Keith. Mutant Horror. This creature enters tapped. When you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1 black. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. See, that's good, because then it avoids any sort of casting from the graveyard. Which would end up in your guy getting, like, exiled from the game. So that one's not bad. Memories of Nibelheim. Counts as Stroke of Midnight. What's with, like... Wait, what's with the pumpkin token guy? Is that because it's Stroke of Midnight? The fuck's this? Instant for 3. Destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 white human creature token. Happy Halloween. View simplified. Summon Primal Garuda. Aerial Blast. This creature deals 4 damage to target tapped creature an opponent controls. Does adding aerial blast into that like actually help anything? Aerial blast. What do you say? It aerial blast. Or, like why? Do these kind of cards normally have names for the different levels of them? Okay, sure. Slipstream. Another target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains flying until end of turn. I think people just like having little keywords and buzzwords. Because that, I don't get it. And wait, now, you know what? Streamlabs is really being fucky with me, and it's telling me there's 2 people. And I'm now seeing it, like, YouTube saying 4 people. I'm going to pull YouTube over here instead of watching Streamlabs. Alright, what's the rare? Balam Garden Seed Academy. This land enters tapped. Add a green or blue. Okay, sure. Transform this land. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each other town you control. Crew 1 for a 5/4 flying when it attacks. Draw a card. Okay, that's... maybe that's pretty good. Because you can get it, you can transform it really cheap. But wait a minute. When it transforms into a... if you transform it, does it have summoning sickness? I'm guessing not. Unless it's the turn that it came into play. Alright, so that's all the Final Fantasy. Alright, now we got the golden pack here. Elenda, Saint of Dusk. Do I have one of these? I already do have one of these, so who cares? What's this? It's... oh, here we go. Scavenger's Talent. Oh, I've seen people use this. Whenever one or more creature you control die, create a food token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. That probably combos with something. Bartz and Boko. So, like I said, we're going to get Final Fantasy cards in this too. Affinity for Birds. When Bartz and Boko enters, each other bird you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. So like so if you all of your, and it's just a 1 creature. It deals damage equal to its power. Each bird deals damage to target creature and opponent controls. Okay, so yeah, that's all going to be hitting 1 guy. A Realm Reborn. What the fuck? Is that like the vampire from that, like, Cats Don't Like Vampires movie? For 6 mana, enchantment. Other permanents you control have add 1 mana of any color. Oh fuck, I've already got one of these. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. When this enchantment enters, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase, followed by an additional main phase. When you next attack this turn, untap each creature you control.
If this is the competition, I could win on an ornithopter.
I don't think I can really properly express how disappointed I am that this was in here. Okay, let's take a look here. Is there going to be like a jump-in event? Play 40 lands, cast 30 blue or black spells, kill 15 of your opponent's creatures. 750, 750. Should I... Come on, black spells. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Is there like a jump-in event or something that I can... Oh, well, I'm not doing that. I'm guessing that's just for... Wait, jump into... Ready to start playing Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy? Let's do this. You can explore different strategies while playing and collecting cards. When you join this, you will get to select 2 different half decks from a variety of themes. Combine them and you'll have a deck that's ready to go. Play as much as you want here, or use the cards to build new decks for other modes. They're yours to keep. Resign at any time. If you wish to rejoin and pick new packets, you'll have to pay the entry again, but you'll keep all the cards from the decks you choose. Ooh, wild. So it's showing me Sabatender. Weapons. When this equipment enters, it deals 2 damage to any target. I kind of want that card. Artifacts. Affinity for artifacts. Red, green, white, or blue. Red, green, white, or blue. But I can do this multiple times. I can enter a few times. I'm gonna go with weapons. Weapons, artifacts. Weapons, Valiant. I'm thinking weapons, Valiant. This is how, like, when I played this game for the first time, the first deck I made was Breakfast. It was Captain Breakfast. And it was just like with the Lord of the Rings. Captain Breakfast was my pick. Because it was, or Breakfast Captain. Because those were the 2 things here, and so I called it Captain Breakfast. Valiant and weapons. Because we already have the white, and this has white in it, so... There we go. That's a better name. What's in here? Zach. You're not alone. Monk's Fists. T-Rexar. Capital City. Lionheart. Is it a legendary artifact? No. It does cost 4. Aerith Rescue Mission. Why did they call it Aerith? I hate it. Why? Take the elevator, or take 59 flights of stairs. Okay, so I have no idea how this is going to work. Oh, Renoa from... That's Final Fantasy VIII. Whatever, let's give this a shot. Let's try. I need to get one win to get the card. You go first. Okay, free... I'm gonna take a mulligan. Okay, I'll keep this. Play Monk Fist. So now I get a hero, and he becomes... What is his creature type now? Monk. Slash of Light. There we go. Took out his creature. We're attacking. We're on our Final Fantasy adventure. Choco Mog. Search your library for a basic land or town card. And put it into the battlefield tap. Then shuffle. When you search your library this way, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Okay. Magitech armor? I was wanting to ask. Summon Knights of Round. Stampede. I'm gonna play this dwarf. So everything here should be Final Fantasy, so it's not... Oh shit. It's Fat Chocobo. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever land you control enters, this token gets +1/+1 on a turn. I need 8 for this. I've got 5. This could be trouble. For 1, 2, 3, and 4, create 3 2/2 white knight creature tokens. Ultimate end. Other creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Put an indestructible counter on each of them. Wow, if this thing lasts for 5 turns, that is that's a friend breaker right there. Is this guy like waiting out the timer, or he had to walk away, or what's going on here? What is going on here? Cloud, Midgar Mercenary. When you enter, search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle. As long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of Cloud or an equipment attached to it triggers, this ability triggers an additional time. So wait, if I equipped him with this, would he become a monk? Okay. I guess it's only a monk while it's equipped, so it's not like an ability that's triggering. Oh, but I get to search my library for an equipment card. Oh, is he not even there? It's got 7. And it's got trample. He's probably going to be able to pop some of these creatures. Yeah, there we go. Search your library for a mountain card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever you... Okay. You don't have, like, play a land as if you have flash, and you have no mana, so... Just... Alright. Okay, got rid of his guy, but now I've got a blocker. Then again, he's gonna have trample anyway, so like the blocker's kind of pointless. Oh, but he's gone. He's kaputs. There we go. I didn't see a card there. Wasn't there meant to be a card? Oh, claim. I like how it's not even one of the Final Fantasy cards. Alright, so now I've got... I own these now, right? Okay. So, resign. Okay. Jump back in. Use the jump-in tokens. So we already have this one. We already have Valiant. Let's go with, Devious or Artifacts? Devious or Artifacts? See, it's showing off affinity for artifacts, which already makes me concerned. Because that never gets overpowered. I'll go artifacts then. Ultimecia, Time Sorceress. Poison the Waters. I think I'll go with... Scheming. And then... No, we gotta change this name. What's in here? Lock? Lock? Okay. We're already having a good time now. There doesn't seem to be a lot of artifacts, unless I'm just not... Are some of these artifacts? Affinity for artifacts. Artifact vehicle. Artifact creature. Like, what? Like, there, okay. There's there's one, and there. Any of these artifact? So there's some. Wait, why can't I rename the thing? Alright. Let's try out artifacts scheming. Do we even want to try this? Let's give it a shot. I guess it'll do some of that challenge. Just playing here will do at least, like, the lands portion. B-broed. Go first. Sleep magic. Enchanted creature. Dreams of Laguna. Survey one, then draw a card. Stuck in the Summoner's Sanctum. Enchanted creature, okay. Survey one, sacrifice it, destroy target non-land permanent. Sure. We'll try it. I don't really know what this deck does, but we'll just play it and see how it goes. I'll go with this so I can start with this for turn one. Sleep magic, so he can't attack or block. Or no, so he doesn't untap, and if he's dealt damage. I'm gonna tap an artifact or creature. I'm gonna tap it so that way now it can't be re-equipped to anybody. Okay. He's gonna hit me for 4. Or not? Okay. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play Sleep Magic on your token. So now he's tapped. And you can't re-equip that thing to anybody. Then I'm gonna play Dreams of Laguna. Do I want a swamp? Surveil 1. I think I'm probably out of the sleep magic now. Damn. Wow. Discard a card. Discard it, damn it. Target creature gains indestructible. Put Zack Flair's counters on that creature and attach an equipment that was attached to Zack to that creature. Okay. Oh, I get it. Sacrifice Zack and then put his whole personality onto that creature. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until end of turn. Until this artifact leaves the battlefield. Well, that was shit. Alright, so let's resign again. So now I get to keep these cards, right? Right? That's what it says. But you'll keep all the cards from the decks you choose. But you will keep. Okay, how many of these tokens do I have? 3 more? Let's do it. So I already did scheming. I already did weapons. Let's do bold. Bold devious. Bold wild. What do we have in here? The fuck? Whenever line of control. Oh, that's good. That one's good. Very good card. Rydia, Summoner of Mist. Whenever a land you control enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Summon, X, tap. Return target saga card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. It gains haste until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Chocobo Racetrack. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land you control... Whenever a land you control enters, create a creature that has whenever you land. Okay. Hilgigas. Gigas. Higas. It's Spanish, Slathe. Summon Fenrir. Search your library for a basic land. Whenever you next cast a spell, draw a card. Okay. Zell. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Gets +1/+0 for each land you control. At the beginning of your end step, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Play Blitzball. That's what that guy just used, right? Samurai Katana. Alright. Give this one a shot. I'm guessing there's going to be some good stuff. But I mean, like this, your decks are fairly controlled based off of a certain like set of combinations you can make. Enters tapped, enters tapped. Well, that's not ideal. I'm gonna take one mulligan. Geishel greens. Cool. When he attacks, attach up to one target equipment you control to target attacking creature. Was there equipment in this deck? Make me discard a card. Why did it even let me click that, like, to add a creature, like, add an equipment if I don't have one? Counterspell? You know, I thought it still had first strike for a second when I looked at it. Surveil 1. Draw a card. Okay. Okay, this, and then I get to mill 4 cards. Put a land in my hand. Alright, we'll trade off creatures there. Seems like a plan. There we go. Looking good. And then what does the summon get after? Draw a card if you control a creature with the greatest power or tied for greatest power. What'd he do? Oh, can't. Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. Lost the Chocobo, but it's okay. So then next turn, what's going to happen? These Chocobos seem like they're a good setup. I've got no cards in my hand, so I'm up to the mercy of whatever my draw is. Hopefully it's something that can get me out of this mess. Tap a creature and put a stun counter on it. Well. Well. Okay, so I got more jump-in tokens. There was more setups I didn't do yet, right? So I don't know if I already added this one. We'll just do that just in case. Design. And then we'll enter, like, one more time. So I've already done that one and this one, so we'll do Devious. And Merciless. Chocobo! Rufus Shinra. No, I'm doing Chocobo. Devious Chocobo. I don't know what this deck's gonna do. It's Devious Chocobo. Alright. I'm gonna do a mulligan. Side quest, raise Chocobo. Reach the horizon. Okay, we'll go with that. Turn 1, or so nothing. Turn 2. When enters, create a 2/2. So create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land you control enters, it gets +1/+1 until turn. At the beginning of your first main phase, if you control 4 or more birds, transform this enchantment into Black Chocobo. So I have to wait. So I have to have 4 or more birds. Reveal your hand. The Lunar Whale. That's the one from Final Fantasy IV that he went to the moon with. And what if it attacks, you can play the top card of your deck. That's pretty good. Okay. Was it returned to my hand? Yeah, and you can't have a token in your hand. Or with different names. Well, this is interesting. Does he have anything in his graveyard? Go with this guy. So, your comment returned exile up to one target creature card from a graveyard. Am I speed running this? Right into the ground! What an asshole. Well, there's definitely, like, those Chocobo cards are really good. I'm just gonna do this. So hopefully I keep these things. Like, okay, so let's do... I think there might have been one or two more things that I didn't do. So, you know what? I'm gonna use my last jump-in token. And am I gonna get to keep, like, these, like, I'm gonna do Chocobo. And then I think there was more stuff in that in Valiant. I'm gonna do Valiant, Chocobo Valiant. Alright. So I hope I get to keep this shit. And now I hope I got Chocobo twice. Otherwise, this is a complete waste. Because I already did Valiant, and I already did Chocobo. Alright, you go first. Do a mulligan. Sure. We'll need a green mana here. There we go. Do Garnet. When it attacks, you may remove a lower counter from each unknown number of segments you control. Put a 1/1 counter on Garnet, reach lower counter removed. Nice. So you can kind of keep the summons in play that way. There we go, gain a bunch of life. Okay, so now I just need to get my Magitech armor out, and then I'll get some some creatures will be pumped down. What's this do? Oh yeah, you can create. Ooh, I want to make a Chocobo deck now. I feel like it would be. That'd be funny. Magitech armor. Okay. So he's using the equipment deck or Valiant. Is he using Valiant equipment? That's what it's looking like. Nice. Now I have Magitech armor too. Okay. Okay. The bugs are attacking the major cities? Well, we'll have to get ready for that. GG out. I think I need to just... Ugh! I just wanted to finish up the challenges, so I just played through all, like, the dive-in tokens I had so I could get a bunch of the new set of cards. So then... Design... Okay, so I've got no more of those, but I should have a shit ton of these cards now. Let's make it just these. There we go. So it worked. Oh wait, select format. Standard? Okay. Alright, we've almost got this. Tifa's limit break. Let's see, what else would I want from that? For one counter, okay. Sash Catsroy. Enters, you may search your library for a bird or basic land and reveal it and put it in your hand. Yeah, let's put him in there. Add 1 mana. Okay, then I'll add my typical tribal cards. Then I'm going to go to green birds. Really? The goose mother. Is there a colorless bird? Well, that's not very good. Not for what I'm wanting. Alright, so then we'll get rid of this. Add a couple of that. We're done. Deck 69. Let's see, and how far am I into these? Alright. I want to try out... I want to try out deck 69. I mean, this deck could probably be made better. I could probably figure out a way to make it better than this, but... oh well. This is fine, too. Mr. Mac, Veteran Explorer. Alright, well, let's go at him. We've got our Final Fantasy deck. Alright, we'll try this. I'm not excited about this hand, though. Wastes? Oh, no. Bird. I'm gonna do Roaming Throne for bird. Play a land. Then I'm gonna play a Roaming Throne for birds. And attack for 5. Motherfucker.
My resources. I will put an end to the wise. Heed my advice. One step in the stratagem. No reason to stay and fight.
What the fuck? That's super powerful. It was a 9-9? How do you have so much shit? Okay, well, whatever. I still need to finish these challenges. So the easiest way will be doing this. The lands are almost done. So then I can quickly just play some black spells here. Hopefully wrap up those 3 things. And then we'll wrap this one up for now. And probably be back later. Go first. Yeah, sure. There we go. Land, spell. Land, spell. Is he playing rats? Throne. He's gonna get rid of the throne. So there we go. Was that now 5 spells in? So I'm not far away from finishing all these challenges. Sacrifice a creature, non-token creature. Sure. Destroy up to 1 target creature. Okay. The fact that I'm doing this all with 2 mana is... I'm getting even this far. There we go. Okay, then I just need to get this guy. Equipped creature becomes what? And is what until end of turn? A knight. Okay. No, it's just like this tug of war of life and shit. Alright. Sacrifice a creature, yeah. See, ruthless. Ruthless. Okay, we got the lands. So I still need to cast 11 more spells. Let's quickly cast 11 spells and get the fuck out of here. Oh, God. Wow. Okay, well, I've got several different options for turn 3. This isn't good. Yikes. Richard, you're both dead. He's gonna come back. And he's gonna gain 5 life. Wow. There we go. I can start bringing guys back. For a plains card and put it in your hand. Okay. Okay, I've got my insta-kill combo. I just need to hit him. Does he have double strike? What does he have here? Exile any number, no, non-token artifact from creatures you control. Double. They lose twice that much. Twice. Aw, fuck's sake. Really? Alright, so I need to get 5 more spells in. Fuck's sake. Ah! I should just make a deck that's just a bunch of, like, one-casting spells, just to get them all out. Wow, what a quote there. Lord Oscarovich. Okay. I can maybe work with this. Let's see. Cats. Go with my siphoner. Go like cat scratch or something. Alright, draw a card, lose a life. Oh, nice. Play Unstoppable Slasher. You're certainly going to want to stop him. He's the definitely want to stop him slasher. The you can't afford to not stop him slasher. Creates a token, okay. I can really fuck them up next turn. But I might want to wait. If I can survive one more turn and then attack them with Enduring Tenacity out, this could get really nasty. Is he going to be able to survive this? No. Oh! Nice. Five, 7, 10. Yeah, alright. Good game. Well, that was really close. There we go. Done, done. Gold, golded. Alright, let's go to the store. Let's get some more of these, I guess. That's the new thing, so let's get the new thing. Call the Mountain Chocobo. Search your library for a mountain card, reveal it, and then shuffle, put a bird token into play. The Imperial City of Arcades. For 2, it's a wall. When this creature enters, draw a card. That's confusing, because there's all these cities that are towns that are lands, but this isn't a land. That's not, you know, confusing. Emmett Selch. I have no idea who this is. Vigilance. When it enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform him into a hentai monster. Vigilance. During your turn, you may play cards from your graveyard. If a card or token would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it. Okay. It's Squeezo from Monster Rancher. A 3 for a 2/2 flying death touch. Sacrifice another creature, draw a card. Unexpected request. Gain control, or for 3, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. You may attach an equipment you control to that creature. If you do, unattach at the beginning of the next end step. Insomnia, Crown City. Okay. Crossroads. This land enters tapped, doesn't choose a color. And Summoner's Grimoire. For 4, artifact equipment. Equipped creature is a shaman in addition to its other types, and has, whenever this creature attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand into the battlefield. If that card is an enchantment card, it enters tapped and attacking. Overkill. Target creature gets -0, -9999 until end of turn. Ah! For 3? For 3. Bard's Bow. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has reach and is a bard in addition to its types. Okay. Travel the overworld. Affinity for towns. Draw 4 cards. The Water Crystal. Blue spells cost 1 less to cast. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill that many cards +4. Each opponent mills cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. So that's pretty savage. Cool. Well, that was the Magic the Gathering set for Final Fantasy. So, yeah. So I guess we'll be back later when we're back, which will be later. So it's not now. It'll be at another time.